No, I don't want to do it.
Gentle. Gently.
Okay, I'm going to take one.
Hey, I'm Megan Mitchell, and I'm here in the test kitchen at Thrive Market. I'm going to show you how to make salmon 2 ways. And actually, the bonus about this, well, there's 2 bonuses. It's going straight from frozen into your oven. Crazy. What? Is that possible? I don't even know. I tested it. It's possible. And also, it's a 1-sheet pan dinner. So you don't have to wash a bunch of pots and pans, and then your whole house smells, and there's salmon oil everywhere. I don't know why that would happen. But like when you're cooking and it's splattering, it just goes in the oven on 1-sheet pan, which I love. To start this baby off, I'm going to make the glaze for my salmon. This one's a little sweet and with fresh rosemary, and the other one I'm making is a maple mustard one, so it's a little tangier. It's a little saltier. It's not so sweet, but a little sweet. I need some fresh rosemary. I love rosemary. I love the way it smells. I like the way it tastes. It's one of my favorite herbs. You just want to finely chop it. I'm going to add my rosemary to my little bowl. To the bowl, I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of apricot jam. And like I said, you can use any sort of fruit spread or fruit jam that you like. Some pepper and a little pinch of salt, or a decent pinch of salt. I'm also adding chili flakes and ground ginger. Chili flakes, I like things a little spicy. The ginger adds a nice warmth. About 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger. You can add whatever spices you have in your pantry. You don't need to go out and buy new things to make this recipe. Adapt it to whatever you want it to be. And when you're buying salmon, you want to make sure that it is sustainable, and this definitely is. Also, you know it's only been frozen once. Make sure that it stays frozen, and once you defrost it, you do not refreeze it again. It needs to only be frozen once. And if it starts to look like it has freezer burn on it, pitch it. I am using broccolini in this recipe. You can use any vegetable that you like that will cook relatively quickly. You can use asparagus, green beans, broccoli, broccolini, cauliflower. Those are great vegetables that won't overcook, but they'll still be tender when it's done. All right, so let's add the broccolini to the pan. I'm just gonna drizzle it with some extra virgin olive oil and season it with salt and pepper. Let's toss this, make sure every little guy is coated. You want them to get nice and crispy, but still stay tender and green. All right, so this is what I do. I make little nooks for my salmon, so they can kind of sit in these 2 spots. Everything bakes evenly. I don't want steamed broccolini. I want that little bit of a char on it. All right, my salmon is ready. This is how I figured out how to cook frozen salmon. I have my oven at 425. I pop this in for about 10 minutes, and then I take it out and I put the glaze on it at that point. I tried it where I put the glaze on it right now, and the salmon steamed a little bit, and the glaze just went, and it completely fell off the salmon. So I found doing it this way, the glaze sticks to it, it doesn't slide off, and you get a perfectly tender, delicious salmon, 1-sheet pan. So pop this in the oven for 10 minutes, take it out, glaze it, and then cook it for another 10 to 15 minutes. Look at that. The broccolini is cooked perfectly, if I do so myself. And the salmon is cooked. The glaze came off a smidge bit, but I kind of like that it got on some of the broccolini. But that's how easy it is to take frozen salmon, make it a weeknight meal. You don't have to defrost it. Mix up the glazes, mix up the sauces, mix up the veggies. Tell me about it. Comment. Let me know. I have one more recipe coming, though. Second frozen salmon recipe. This one is 2 mustards and some maple. That's how simple the sauce is. 1 tablespoon of each. A little spicy, a little tangy, and a little sweet. And that is your sauce. Sauce is ready. This time I'm using Brussels sprouts because I love Brussels sprouts. And they also cook in the time that the salmon does. So it's a little match made in heaven. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and a sprinkle of salt and pepper. We want to toss this together to make sure all of the Brussels are fully coated in the oil so they get nice and crispy and golden. Make 2 wells, 2 spots for the salmon to go into. This dish, I think, takes longer to cook than it actually does to prep, which are my favorite kind of dinners. So this is the same thing. I'm going to do this for about 10 minutes at 425. I'm going to take it out, put the sauce on, and pop it back in for 10 to 15 minutes. she's done. How easy is that? 2 different salmon recipes, straight from frozen, 1 sheet pan. You don't have to clean a bunch of dishes. No muss, no fuss. Is that a saying? I hope so. If you liked this, please let me know. Comment, do you have any sheet pan dinners that you like to do? Do you have any cool new salmon recipes that I don't know about? Subscribe, comment, let me know. And you can find all the products below, but also at thrivemarket.com/prepschool. Happy cooking. Happy salmoning. Hey guys, I'm Megan. I'm here in the test kitchens at Thrive Market. Just one kitchen. Okie dokie, my little gnocchi. What's next? Where am I? Salmon, take 2. Did I do it right?